At MWC 2017, Huawei introduced two new watches that sport Wear 2.0 and as a result go for a sportier direction. It's Joshua Vergara, what's going on everybody, and this is a hands-on look as I've used the Huawei Watch 2 for the last couple of days here in Barcelona. Now, the two devices we're talking about in this video are the Huawei Watch 2 and the Huawei Watch 2 Classic. Now, I don't have the Classic, I have the sportier Huawei Watch 2. Really, the sportier look of the watch body itself lends itself more to this silicone rubberized band. However, it's the one part of the watch thus far that I found to feel a little bit under quality, and it's a little bit flimsy, and it feels like it could break pretty easily over time, so that's definitely a bit of a minus at first for the Huawei Watch 2. As far as the look goes, the watch sports two buttons on the side, one of them in order to trigger generally fitness, or you can program it for another shortcut, and then the main button up top is to go back to the home screens or to open up the app drawer. Now, there is no rotating crown on here, so all of your navigation is going to be done via taps and swipes, which is not necessarily ideal for me after seeing watches like the Gear S3 and more recently the LG Watch Sport. Both also feature an IP68 rating for dust and water resistance, meaning that you could go swimming with these devices, but they shouldn't be submerged for too long, under 1 meter, for over half an hour. Speaking of that screen, it is a 1.2-inch AMOLED 390 by 390 resolution screen coming in at 326 pixels per inch. The processor is Snapdragon Wear 2100, and the RAM comes in at 768 megabytes. Now, there is storage on these watches as well, as you get 4 gigabytes of internal storage if you want to put some local music in to listen to. And on top of that, despite the enhancements to Wear 2.0, I just feel like after the LG Watch Sport, I have to take a small step backwards in my input when I have to use taps and swipes to get across all of the parts of Android Wear 2.0. That said, functionality hasn't really been a problem at all. There have been very few hiccups when it comes to my navigation and also the performance of the watch, and battery life has actually been pretty good so far. I've already gotten a day and a half off of this device with the 420 milliamp hour battery. Now, I have not put a SIM card in the Huawei Watch just yet. However, I will definitely do that when I get back from Barcelona, and that's just one of the details you can look forward to in my full review that is going to come alongside the Huawei P10. So keep it tuned to Android Authority for that and even more from MWC 2017. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already so you can see my review of the Huawei Watch 2 and also the Huawei P10. Keep it tuned here for more because we are your source for all things MWC.